Botham Jean was a 26-year-old upstanding black man. He did all of the things that this society tells you to do. Stay out of trouble, go to school, get educated, and become a law-abiding citizen. But yet, he was still slain. Those who follow the rules, even the brightest amongst us, they still succumb to the evils of this racist white supremacist system that we call the United States. And his killer, Amber Geiger, an off-duty police officer, comes into his apartment and murders him. To me, that's no different from martial law. When the state can come into your home and kill you with impunity off duty. To me, his death is no different from the death of Fred Hampton. And Amber Geiger, white folks high and low are supporting her. Even the racist white supremacist institutions, the Texas Rangers, the Dallas County Sheriff's Office, DAs, prosecutors, the mainstream media. She was allowed to surrender after 3 days of public pressure. It took 3 days of public pressure for her to be charged with manslaughter, which this is a first-degree murder case, but for black people, when they succumb to the hands of whites, it's not murder, it's manslaughter. But it took 3 days after public pressure for her to be charged with manslaughter. And then she was allowed to surrender, not in Dallas where the incident occurred, but in the neighboring Kaufman County, which the population is allegedly 98% white. They're doing this so she can be secured a white jury. This woman is not going to be convicted of manslaughter. She's going to be let off. With the cover-up for Amber Geiger, she's been allowed to change her story so many times without being questioned or challenged. She initially claimed that she had a key to get into the apartment, and neighbors on social media demonstrated that each apartment has its own unique key. Then she claimed that the door was open. People who know Botham Jean said that he never leaves his door open, and neighbors on social media demonstrated that when the doors close, they automatically lock. When a black person is fatally murdered at the hands of a white person or white allies, dirt is compiled up against the black victim in order to justify that murder in the eyes of the greater white society. A search warrant was issued of Botham Jean's apartment after his death. It's not necessary. There's no reason to search Botham Jean's apartment. He was the one who was murdered. A search warrant is supposed to be issued when law enforcement has evidence that a suspect has committed a crime. There's no evidence that Botham Jean has committed a crime. In the search warrant of Botham Jean's apartment, the police claim to have found police equipment, marijuana, and a marijuana grinder. They're using marijuana consumption as a means to vilify Botham Jean. An off-duty police officer killed a black man. He was a weed head, so it doesn't matter. But in the police report, it mentions nothing of, they say marijuana and marijuana grinder, but it mentions nothing of a lighter, pipes, cigarillos. How was he consuming marijuana? Was he selling it? How was he using it? Was he making a tea out of it? Was he eating it? And people who know Botham Jean says that he was not a marijuana user. This is the reality of black life in America that racist white supremacists wanted so bad. That's why they supported their hero, Donald J. Trump, in his campaign message, Make America Great Again. Cold message, Make America White Again. Don't let go of the authority of white people taming and keeping black people in check. Because Barack Obama's presidency was such of an insult to racist white America. So much so that they had to have payback with the Trump administration. That's why we see Black people having the police called on them for selling water, for barbecuing. Black people have been harassed for enjoying themselves at a pool at their apartment complex. Black people have been beat up and harassed and disrespected at Asian establishments, Arab establishments. They've been refused service from white establishments. The police have been killing Black people and dumping the bodies off in the inner city in order to frame it as a Black on Black crime. See, until we separate from this 400-year-old enemy, there will continue to be deaths like this. It's either separation or death. Black people are going to have to return to the actions of the civil rights movement, where Black men were patrolling the Black community and voluntarily doing neighborhood watch, because the Trump administration is sending a very clear message. It is unspoken, but it is understood that Blacks in this country have no rights that white people have to respect. That it is okay to harass Black people, to kill them with impunity. And we're going to see even more Botham Jeans, Trayvon Martins, Mike Browns, Sandra Bland's, Renisha McBride, all of this. We're going to continue to see this until Black people, we decide that we've had enough and we put a value on our own life. Until the next video.